Okay, we're live. We live right now. Today is Wednesday, October 16th, 2024, and we are doing great. We're doing our thing and everything. We understand the things that we got to do in life, right? So, as long as I could get some light in me, I'm good to go. But we're doing pretty good today. It's Wednesday. There's a couple things in the office that I'm changing around, adding things to, and just filling it out. I was going to get the next bit of things that I want to get, but I'm just going to let things play out a little bit. See how I use a room, see what I actually need and not want. All of it's want, right? But whatever, you're an adult, so I guess that's the easy pleasures of things, right? You can go in debt if you want to, or buy whatever the hell you want to and pay it off later. But we are being responsible here. We are doing great. We are chilling. Today is a good day. Okay, it's AeroPress. It's promising. Same Honduras beans that I've been messing around with. I've been doing a lot of brewing. I have been getting my website ready for Amazon, or I'm getting ready for Amazon. And it's going really well for the most part. It's just a lot of work. And when you add more work to the things that you're doing, it's one of those things to where you're like, wow, 1-man, 2-man show. And it's just a lot of work to do everything. But we're going to make it work. We're going to do things that we need to in order to get better at a lot of things that we're trying to do. So that's all we're going to do. And the cool thing is that as I update and get these things done, I won't really have to fuss with them that much, if that makes any sense. So let's see, get this like that. We're going to cock kiss. There we go. Less in my face. This boomer wants me not to get rid of it because right now it's doing exactly the things that I want it to do. Okay. Yeah, so other than that, we're doing great. Life is good. It's just busy, like I said. Had a couple of orders too, so that's also a good plus, good thing to do. But it's one of those things to where you're like, man, interesting. Get busy, do things, and understand all the things that you need to do. And soon it'll get to the point to where I can actually delegate things when things are maturing the way that they need to. So other than that, we are doing pretty good. Am I drenched? No, I'm not drenched. It looks like I am, but I did just work out just now. So let's get into the topic. The topic today is AI. Yes, I have done a couple of videos actually. Those will probably go out I'm still thinking if this should go out in November or December. More than likely to go out December. I do have a couple of them that I'm working on right now that's looking more promising for this month coming. So yeah, so it's going pretty well. I think so. And AI, I never really shied away from it. I wondered how it would be helpful, beneficial for me. As an individual, as an engineer, I can see how beneficial it is. Bounce ideas off of the actual thing, right? And the thing about it is that I was more hesitant of how I can use it for coffee. Not so much of the like content creation type of parts. You can create content with it. It's okay. You do have to put your own spin and a human element in it too, right? So, But I was more hesitant on it with coffee. And that can mean multiple things, really, if you think about it. That could be how to make a recipe, coffee recipe, how to go about doing of course, a podcast or YouTube video or whatnot, right? But one of the things that I started to realize is that why not just try it for a lot of things? And the videos that I did make in the past, they were about, to an extent, my frustrations with brewing a cup of coffee. I have tried and true methods of making coffee. And as I do this stuff and it evolve, I do think I'm getting better just because I'm really bouncing ideas and thoughts and theory off of something that knows a lot of shit. It really does. It really does know a lot of stuff. It's one of those things to where I'm like, wait, it knows just as much or more than the things that I'm trying to do. It knows like different things that are going on in the world as people brew coffee and all that stuff, right? But it's really magical. I'm not trying to depend on it. I don't think you should depend on it. I think you should use it. I really do, because it's really magical. I don't say magical lightly. And the reason why I say it's magical, because it can help you throughout the process of understanding coffee, understanding the things that you like about it, the things that you don't like about it, in a way that you can probably get a decent cup of coffee from pushing your boundaries, giving you the reasons why you can do the things that you're trying to do. So it's interesting. And the things that I talked about, for instance, in my previous videos that are going to be coming out in a month or so, it's about how do you brew a good cup of coffee with the Hario B60? Because a brewer is not easy. It's really not. It's cool. It tells you a lot of things about coffee. It tells you something that you didn't realize that you had to do when it comes to making coffee. But it gives you a perspective of being very objective, not taking any sides, and just there to help you, whatever you put into the information. And this past day, yesterday, I have this coffee. It's Peruvian. And it's okay. It's not my favorite coffee. It truly, really isn't. It tastes like grapefruit a lot of times. And it's very unforgiving. And the way you go about brewing it, it's one of those things to where you're like, wow, it doesn't matter which way I brew it. But as I explained this coffee to ChatGPT, for instance, I'm leaning towards ChatGPT now. It was Claude, but now it's ChatGPT, just because it's kind of scary saying this, but I have the paid version and they have memory. They have memory, so it knows who you are now. I used to be, back in the day, really big on like trying to teach it to know who I am and all that stuff. And then when I got out of sync and started talking about something else, it's like, what are you telling me I am? So now it knows who exactly it is. So again, it's kind of scary because I ask it like, okay, what do I use you for? So that's coffee brewing, coffee roasting, blah, 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 blah. Right. So it does all that good stuff. So it's kind of scary because I can literally open up a new chat and we are talking about something new, but it still remembers all the other chats, especially all the coffee ones and all that stuff, even when I do engineering stuff on it. And it's pretty cool. So this coffee's tasting better. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that it remembers all that, so I can go back and pinpoint it for all the things that I like about it or don't like about it in this coffee. For instance, here's a good example. This is a good example. Then we'll probably more so end this episode. I don't want to keep you too long. I tend to ramble at times. Here's a good example. So last week, I was just talking to ChatGPT about extraction and brewing and TDS and all that stuff. And I was like, nah, you don't know TDS. I know TDS. I'm expert. And when I did that, it said, yeah. And I was like, nah, don't worry about brew weight. I said, well, it's part of the extraction. Because you put the coffee in, coffee comes out, and it's part of the extraction. So I did do brew weight years ago, and I stopped doing brew weight just mainly because my app on the phone doesn't change to brew weight. I mean, it can, but it doesn't. But the iPad version, it does. So you can actually change it later on to kind of see really where you're at. So I started doing that. So I went back and forth. My wife was like wondering what the hell I was doing. And when I was doing that, we kept going back and forth about ideas and about brewing and techniques and all that stuff. I think I was talking to ChatGPT, like texting for like 20, 30 minutes. I felt like I had a really good conversation with the thing. Felt like a buddy, like a coffee geek buddy that knows just as much or more than you. And it was pretty cool. So then at the end, it was like, all right, we're good. And then I thought at that last minute, it's like, oh, wait. We've talked for a while. Give me 100 extraction video concept ideas. And based off our conversation, our 20, 30 minute conversation, it gave me real ideas that I will actually do. Whenever you ask ChatGPT, a lot of times when you're just going in it blind, it just says, give me whatever. It gives you some canned bullshit ideas. But these ideas were like good. These are things that we talked about. These are things that I was concerned about. I even asked it, okay, give me some more ideas for immersion brew. Give me 120 real ideas. Will I do all of them? No, of course not. I'm not a psychopath. I'm not a cyborg. I'll do a good bit of them. And it's a way that I can really explore to help you out. And you don't have all the gadgets. You do have your palate. That's extremely important. But me kind of like understanding it a little bit more and kind of giving you my thoughts and my ideas and all that stuff and the reasons why I'm thinking the way that I'm thinking. It's pretty cool that we can get on the same playing field when it comes to understanding coffee. And I think that's the beauty of ChatGPT. Brewing coffee. I can even ask ideas for roasting, which I did. And here's the kicker about all of this is that you don't want to type. You don't have to. You can actually talk to it. And as you talk to it, you can make it ask you questions so it gets you to answer the way that you want. Like, for instance, I think I did, was it ChatGPT or Claude? I was working on this script, and I usually like free roll my scripts when I do my voiceovers. And it was okay. I was just kind of just knocking around, kind of just trying to figure out the best way to go really about this script. I did it twice and it didn't really flow the way that I wanted it to, but I wanted it to be impactful. I wanted it to say something. So that's what I did. I went ahead and asked ChatGPT. I was like, hey, or Claude, I don't know. Again, it doesn't matter. I use them interchangeably, but mostly ChatGPT now, as I stated earlier. I was like, hey, here's my script. Here's my 2 scripts. I need you to I need you to help me out. Here's my scripts. And then I purposely told it to ask me questions before it actually made the script. I got that from somebody else, which is really helpful. And it asked me like 8 questions. 8 questions I couldn't just say yes or no. I actually had to think about them. I actually have to process the information that I was trying to convey to the damn bot, intelligent bot, right? And I did that, and it came out, and it was like 95% where it needed to. I can go ahead and edit a little bit out, take things out, and then now my script is ready. It kind of flows the way I need it to. And then now I'm in a place to where I'm in a good place. I'm understanding things better. And the beauty of it, again, is that I can give you this information. I can help you understand coffee better. That's all I care about. Again, like I said in my other post, which will probably eventually get out there in the next week or so, I'll probably work on that today to kind of get things moving and rolling and going, is that I'm here for you. I'm still trying to figure this out myself. I do know a lot of things. I do think it's of benefit and helpfulness to you. And it's one of those things to where we are really getting to the point of being more magical and understanding each other. And as we do that, I would love for you to bounce ideas off of me. I love ChatGPT. It works great. I like it. Can love technology. That's another story for another day. But I would love to just talk to you, bounce ideas off each other, and just talk. Believe it or not, just talk. I know I say that I'm a misanthrope, which I am. I truly am. But don't get me wrong. People are people. Good people are good people. Even difficult people, they are people to the point to where they're saying things and they're trying to express things. And sometimes the best thing that we can do is just to listen. So yeah, that's what I got for you. I think so. We can talk more about this stuff, but AI is a magical thing. And if you use it for mostly good, to understand how you can help others with it, I think that's where you're going to be. I think that's where I'm at. That's where I like to use it. And I'm not trying to tell you how to use AI. You use it, you don't. But hopefully, probably, I've given you an opportunity to actually understand AI a little bit more from my perspective, from my coffee brewing, roasting side of things. And I hope that if you wanted to use it, go ahead and use it. And if you're not getting the same type of input back, let's talk about it. We can do that. I think we can. So yeah, so that's me, Oki, Everyday Beans, signing out. I'll talk to you later. Bye.